Well, it's me again, the Rock Doctor, coming at you live with my third video in the series of the 7 G major E minor scale patterns. All right, so today the third pattern, well, pretty much lives in the 8th position, starting on a C note on the low E. So without further ado, let me play that guy. Here we go. So on the low E, I've got this: 8, 10, 12. On the A string, 9, 10, 12. On the D, 9, 10, 12. On the G, 9, 11, 12. On the B, 10, 12, 13. On the high E, 10, 12, 14. And you can practice this thing from low to high, high to low, just trying to smooth things out, maybe work on your alternate picking, maybe something like this. It's not very musical, but you've got to learn it and get it in your fingers and get the sound in your head. Don't go too fast. Back and forth. Spend some time on it, you know. Okay, next thing. When I'm playing in whatever key, in this case G major or E minor, whatever area of the neck I'm in, I also visualize the pentatonic scale shapes that are in that region too, along with other things, but I won't talk about the other stuff. Let's just take one step at a time. But here I also see this. I see the pentatonic scale for E minor and G major in the 8th and 9th position too. Here's this one. And the frets on that guy are low E, 10, 12. A string, same, 10, 12. The D, 9, 12. G, 9, 12. The B string, I've got 10, 12. I, E, 10, 12. I also see in the same area the 3rd G major E minor pentatonic shape in the 7th position. That would be this. So my lines are based on, you know, a big chunk of my lines are based on those shapes all coalescing, and I have licks for each one and some that combine them all. So here are the frets for that one. Top string, low E, 7, 10. A string, 7, 10. D string, 7, 9. G string, 7, 9. B string, 8, 10. And the high E, 7, 10. Check out my other videos for advice on all that stuff. But yeah, all that's one thing in my mind. All right, now, here's an idea, kind of an exercise, a mental exercise, I guess, in a way, but something to practice besides just mindlessly playing the scale. So I'm going to reference my G major, E minor backing track, which I have on my laptop here. There's 2 sections to it, actually. The first section is 8 measures in the key of G. The second half is 8 measures in the key of E minor. They're related to each other. We'll talk about that later, too. But I'm just going to focus on the first section, which is in G major. Here's what's going on. There's pairs of measures going on here. Look at this. The first 2 measures are G major. So I'm going to start on the highest note in this position and descend 8 notes, and then end up on a chord tone of G at the end. Something like this. Let me go crunched up. Okay. So I'm going to do this. That's 8 notes, and then to finish it off on the next measure, I'm going to hit the G note. So what do I got there? Check it out. On the high E string, I played this: 14, 12, and 10. On the B string, I played 13, 12, 10. And then on the G, I played 12, 11, and then 12. That last note actually is the 1 of the next measure. So here's all that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of these lines end up with 8 notes. If I hit a chord tone at the end, I leave it. Sometimes not, and then I go into the next measure and play the next note as a whole note. Just let it breathe. All right, so there's that one. For the D, I'm going to start on the 2nd note in the position. The bottom string, 12th fret, and I'm going to play this. And that works out perfectly. Check it out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. What did I do? Bottom string, 12, 10. B string, 13, 12, 10. G string, 12, 11, 9. And then up to the D string, 12. That's it. covers the second set of measures. Now down here I've got 2 measures of A minor. I'm going to start on the 3rd highest note of the scale and descend down 8 notes. And then I'm going to come back up and get this chord tone of A minor, which is an E note. So what have I got there? Bottom string 10. Second string 13, 12, 10. G string 12, 11, 9. Then D string 12. And then the last note's going to be G string 9. So 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2. There you go. Last pair of chords. I've got a measure of C and a measure of D. And to be honest, I'm not worried about the C note so much. I'm just going to play my descending pattern of notes, and I'm going to end up, at the end of that 4 beats, I'm going to end up on a chord tone of D. So what do I got there? Let's see. I'm going to start on the 2nd string, 13th fret. There it is. So what did I do there? 2nd string I played 13, 12, 10. 3rd string I played 12, 11, 9. 4th string I played 12, 10, 12. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Chord tone at the end. Very important. Alright, let me see if I can pull all that off now with the backing track itself. And then we'll get out of here. And you know, you could carry this all the way through. You don't have to just stop where I did. You know, you can continue on. You play those first 4 little ideas, then go to the fifth highest note or lowest note and continue. You can do it all the way through. So it's a great exercise. I'm just doing the first little 4 bits of it, you know. So, okay. Hopefully this thing will play, and I remember what I did. Next one. Next one. Last one. There you go. Pretty simple. But the idea here is to think a little bit when you practice, so that you can build lines that follow the chords. You don't just, you don't just run a bunch of random notes and hope something good happens. It might, but odds are it won't. You've got to figure some stuff out. You can learn other people's lines that do that. Most of my friends do it instinctively, and they land on their feet every time. You know, it's a language, so you learn sentences that fit certain chord situations, and you can make it work. But there's a way of applying simple logic to it, so that's what this series of videos is all about. All right, it's me, the Rock Doctor, and I love you, and I'm signing off. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.